In the maintenance of any home gardens, it's not just enough if we use watering schedules regularly and see to it plants don't dry. But another important facet to gardening is protection against pesticides, pests, and fungus on the plants, especially on vegetable plants, seasonals, and ornamental plants. White fungus, mildew, or scales and mites will be formed, and for this protection we use a very commonly available ingredient which is not harmful to the pollinating bees and other insects and to children or anyone. So such an ingredient is a neem oil. Neem oil acts as an insecticide, a fungicide, pesticide, and is also good for the soil. How we prepare this is get a bottle of neem oil from an organic shop and keep aside a soap oil bottle. Soap oil, you can use even a kitchen hand cleanser soap, liquid soap. We use 1 spoon of neem oil and half a spoon of soap oil in 1 or 2 liters of water. The ratio is not that important. The more diluted, the better. And we use this emulsion, mix it in the evening after sundown, and spray it on all the plants, on the underside of the leaves and all around the branches. It should be done after the sun has set, because neem oil creates heat and it will scorch the leaves. Now here I will show you. This is the neem oil that we get in the market, and this is the soap oil, which is just plain soap. If you don't have this, you can use the kitchen hand cleaning soap, a few drops of it. That is only for emulsifying the water and so that it stays to the foliage. You mix 1 spoon of neem oil and half a spoon of soap oil in 2 mugs of water, and this we have done as poured it into a spraying bottle, and this we spray it like this, the underside of all around the plant, at least once in 14 days or to 20 days. In summer it is better, but in rainy season it's better to do it once in 10 days, as frequent rains wash away the neem oil residue on the foliage and you have more of mites and mildew settling in on the plants. This is one of the preventive measures. The other measure is using ginger garlic paste to remove pests on the plants. Another commonly found pest on vegetable and ornamental plants is scaly bugs, mites, mealybugs, and aphids. Here we have my hibiscus plant, which has been infected by aphids. See the white, these are all the mealybugs and the aphids. And sometimes there is a brown scaling, small brown insects sticking to the stem. All of which, what I normally do, if there is a lot of infestation, I just prune the stem and discard it, if it's the edge of the stems. But if it is there in a mild manner for the plants, I take a toothbrush, dip it in water, old toothbrush, dip it in water and clean it. So clean it all. After it's totally cleaned and sprayed with water, nice strong spray of water, jet of water, then I will use, this is the aloe vera plant which I grow in my garden, which is useful for human skin problems also. So I use this, I cut a stem, a mature stem, and you'll see the aloe vera gel coming out. Use this as it is both a soothing gel and an antiseptic gel, which will give soothing relief to the stems. Rub it on all the main stems and branches, and after that I will be using this what is called ginger garlic chili paste. Make one piece, say 10 grams of green chili, 10 grams of a ginger piece, 10 grams of garlic, and 2 pinches of turmeric powder. Grind it together and then soak it for 4 hours in 2 cups of hot water. After it's well soaked, we strain it. We have strained the material and I have formed this liquid. This is GGG water. GGG solution I have filled into my spray bottle and I will use 4 times or 5 times the water. Add to the solution and after using the aloe vera, I will spray this on the plants, on the underside, on the stems and branches of all the plants, wherever there is the pest infestation. And then you can see that none of my hibiscus plants have got any of these aphids or scales right now. So this is how we'll spray from downwards. And this also should be done in the evening, not in the daytime, not as right now. Most important or a weekly action to maintain your garden is to use these tools in what is called as weeding and hoeing. In order to weed, we will first take the pot and use this hoeing to remove the topsoil and then see if there are any weeds here, and I have removed the weeds. This is the way to remove and discard them out of the garden, and this is necessary to give aeration to the soil. Hoeing is especially important for most plants which are deep rooted and perennials. Seasonals do not require much of hoeing, only weeding. Weeds are which grow involuntarily and they take away the nutrition from the main plant. So in most vegetable plants and flowering plants, it's best to do once in 10 days. Remove the weeds, hoe the soil or turn over the topsoil in this manner so that we'll also remove the weeds and also give some oxygen for the topsoil. Oxygen is important for the roots of the plants. An important activity in preservation of a garden is cutting and multiplying your plants. Here I have a very simple plant, a soft-stemmed Anglonia, which I take a thick main stem, cut it and use it to multiply. I've cut this main stem and I will take this, just add a little, cut it slanting at the bottom. Just dip it into a pinch of cinnamon powder from the kitchen and plant it in sandy soil. This is one type of cutting which is simple to grow. Preservation of the garden needs an exercise once in at least 20 days. This is called pruning. When the main stems have finished flowering and drying up, we have to do pruning so that the stems will get new leaf and new saps. And also, we can find thick, harder stems and use this with a pinch of cinnamon powder on the end and plant it in sand and little bit of manure, and it will take new leaf, new shoots, and this is bougainvillea cutting. Within a month you will get beautiful flowers.